Hi Drew, thanks for coming out here to my pristine camp spot here. I wanted to show folks my trail marker trailer by Rolling Star and some of the camp stuff that we use to camp with my daughter. This whole trailer that we purchased is kind of built around Abby and being able to take her and get out and do a lot of the outdoor things we like to do, mountain bike, kayak, and stuff like that. This chair, the Extreme Modus, has just allowed us to really get out and go on hikes. And it's these big balloon tires give like a suspension. It gives Abigail kind of vestibular movements that are good for her core. The whole trailer and all the gear that we have has just basically been for her and just get her out. And I don't know if so maybe some of your viewers have similar situations. You should never be afraid to kind of just go for it. It's good exercise as well for yourself, as you can kind of see.
How about for like people that are getting up in years and just having common mobility issues? Would Trail Marker be a good trailer for someone like them?
Yeah, I think so, just because of the stand-up aspects of it and it being, you know, pretty small, 18 feet, you know, 12-foot box. You get into any kind of bigger trailer, I think it's going to be hard for that. And, you know, smaller sit-down teardrops would probably not be the best for mobility reasons. So I think the Trail Marker hits that spot that is fairly lightweight, you know, 2,700 pounds dry with all the extras we have on it, but still stand up, and plenty of access room with that ramp door. And, you know, even the entry door is fairly wide. And I just think it's a kind of lightweight, off-road-ish trailer, and I think it would be perfect for folks in that type of situation. But Abby has Rett syndrome, and we're really excited to show any of your viewers how we camp with her and why we chose this trailer. It was kind of built around her, basically. Trail Marker is manufactured by Rolling Star. It's probably one of the lightest off-road-ish trailers that's full stand-up that has a wet bath. Really love the aluminum chassis. It has about 18 inches of ground clearance with the timber and axle. If we start here at the tongue, we went with this articulating hitch. It's a ball hitch, so it's very convenient if you have a recovery. You don't have to worry about other trucks having any other type of hitch. We have a dual wheel dolly here that we went with the center A-frame jack, because I don't like those dollies that pull off to the side there. There's 6 stab jacks on this rig with the deck in the back, and they're operated by a drill. We custom made those. Those can go up and down. This is kind of our camp setup here. We have the ostrich awning, South African awning. Love it, freestanding. It's just great awning. Don't have to worry about poles. There is one pole that comes with it if it gets too windy, but if it's that windy, we put it up anyway. Yeah, we also have this Sonos Move portable Bluetooth speaker. We went for that instead of any kind of fancy stereo system. We just didn't think that was necessary. Rolling Star made that custom mount up there. 5-pound propane tank back here. We have the Camp Chef Ranger 3 blind stove. Love this stove. This is just an inexpensive Coleman oven that we use to cook. Goes right on the burner. Love the oven. Also a Napoleon grill, probably the most volume of any grill, so you can bake small chickens in there. And the front rudder stuff, and love this welder stainless steel kits for cooking. We tow the Trail Marker with this Ford Transit van. It has a Quigley 4x4 on it. It's not the best tow vehicle as far as towing capacity. It's one of the reasons we went with Trail Marker is because it's 3,500 pounds gross vehicle weight, maybe 2,700 dry, and it's as big as we could go with this van. Obviously, we have it set up with her therapeutical wheelchair that we roll with when we're in transit, and it has this VMI lift in it to get her in and out of that. And then once we get her down, we transfer her into the Extreme Modus chair to move around camp. We can even pop her up on the back deck of the trailer and load her in from there. Timbren 3,500 pound HD suspension with a 2-inch rise. Access doors to get into the storage components of the dinette inside, we'll see. And we can also store all the stab jacks in there without having to go inside the trailer or put them inside the tongue box where it's kind of heavy in there. Custom wheel table that comes off when in transit. Arc turn windows. Love these windows. This is the biggest one they make. And it just, once we get inside, you'll see how airy it is with them. Of course, the lava box. Fire, you know, out here in the West, with all the fire danger, we have to really be careful with fires. Plus, firewood's heavy and whatnot. Also, it's kind of a mini toy hauler, so we can put it in this deck mode. We can actually pop Abby up on the wheelchair on there, and I can transfer her in the back. We have a top stitch screen wall back there. It's a great company. Trail Marker does a lot of custom. Every trailer is custom, and they'll work with you any way you want. In fact, I sent them the graphics of the Fitzroy Mountains here, and that's what we used on here. So, rooftop tent. We have 2 college-age kids, and there's only really room. There's a queen-size bed on the inside for me, Abby, and my wife, and kids sleep up here when they're with us, which if you have college-age kids, you know it's not going to be very often. Love it, Terrapod. Only weighs like 130 pounds, 6-inch height with rack and crossbars on that. Also, we have the Truma AquaGo Comfort water heater. We have a city water hookup and then manual water hookup. One of the things about the Trail Marker is it has a 24-gallon freshwater tank on the inside underneath the cabinetry. So it's we need more water than that. I have 15 gallons on top of the van here. We also roll with jerry cans for water as well. So altogether, I think we're pushing 50 gallons, which is great for maybe even a week trip. I have this kick-ass pump in a box that helps hook hoses up, quick connect hoses up, so I can transfer the water around and get it in the tanks. If we walk around this way, we have the Zampo Decian portables, 100 watt each. They're non-regulated because they run off that Victron controller. 200 watts here and 200 amp hours of Battleborns, and so far we've been awesome. We don't use a lot of crazy stuff like hair dryers or microwaves, but we do have a isotherm 12-volt fridge, and that is our biggest draw, and then just computer charging and a max air fan also takes a little bit. So we also have that LevelMate Pro. Love that thing. That's kind of like a marriage saver when you're leveling your trailer. 2 separate regulators. One goes straight to the Propex heater, and the other goes to the Truma AquaGo, and then the little stove we have on the inside. And then we have a Dometic cassette toilet that's plumbed into the freshwater system. Use that. I love cassette toilets. I'm just not into black tanks. The gray tank is accessed on the other side, but that is underneath the trailer. But we do have a skid plate. I know Drew doesn't like skid plates, but I think it's one that's going to be okay for us. But I just want to get a little protection in there.
And what is the subfloor made of in this trailer?
The subfloor is the same FRP sidewalls that's on here. Another way they keep it light. It's aluminum and it's FRP sidewalls.
So it's good you mention it, because skid plate, the only issue with it is if it's a wood subfloor under there.
Right.
So if you got some water that happened to get under the skid plate,
good point.
You know, there's not a big issue there. I mean, you may get some mold or something, but you're not going to have to, it's not going to damage your subfloor to the point you have to replace it.
Yeah, that's why you don't like them. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, and it's kind of it was a custom one that was made kind of at the last minute by Trail Marker, and it just gives that gray tank a little bit of protection.
I'm going to stop you. Tell me about this fender. Why is it so much higher than a typical fender I would see?
Well, we originally got this trailer and it just didn't have enough ground clearance. We had a 4-inch drop spindle on that. And with Timbrens, you can actually swap spindles and change your height, which is really cool. No other axle system I know of you can do that. And we raised it 8 inches. So that's why the wheel well table's a little high over there, and that's why there's so much clearance in here. Yeah, so this is when we're in ramp mode here. Again, this is basically a mini toy hauler. So if you take the stab jacks out, you have a ramp. If you did want to haul, you know, a lightweight motorcycle or something, there's air track airplane tracks in there to do that with. We're not going to really do that. That's why we built the dinette bed area in there. But you know, mountain bikes, lightweight stuff we can do. But when we're in deck mode here, the rocks are kind of in the way, but I can pop Abby up with her Extreme Motos off-road wheelchair and set her in here with wheel chocks, of course, and then I can transfer her in through this green wall. All right, this is the inside of the trail marker, up and out with wet bath. One of the things I'd like to say first off is there's no structural wood in this trailer whatsoever, no wood to rot or mildew. We do have a peel and stick wood distressed barnwood paneling that just adds the warmth to this. And I went with that option for that reason alone. But it is just a peel and stick, so it's nothing structural. There's no wood there. Everything else is either FRP or aluminum.
Can you rub that? It's real wood, so people can hear this. Peel
Yeah,
and stick, but
yeah,
it's actually
it's
wood.
real reclaimed wood out of Laramie, Wyoming. It's very thin and it has a 3M tape backing on the back. And then if we go to the front here, we've got a nice stainless steel sink and a little Dometic dual burner. And the main reason we like to do most of our cooking outside when we camp, we mostly camp up in the high alpine areas of Idaho, Montana, and Oregon and Utah. So, but morning coffee is so nice. You wake up, come over and turn on the Dometic stove, and we percolate morning coffee without having to get out of the trailer. Of course, having the wet bath on that level is great too. We have this kind of cool cork back here for sticking pins in if the kids want to show some of their artwork or whatever. Plenty of plugins, USB-C and USB plugins that run off the inverter. One of the things I really like about the trail marker is it's kind of a old school type rustic build. I had the choice of going with digital Propex thermostat and same with the AquaGo Comfort, but I decided to stick with the analog just to kind of keep with that vibe. Underneath the cabinets here is where we have the freshwater tank and I think it's 24 gallons, water heater and the Propex furnace. All there on the front tongue box inside the confines of the trailer, so it won't freeze up. Oh, US bag, love these guys. Not a lot of storage in this small trailer, but I can't say enough about Last US Bag is the name of that company. I have that trash bag on the front that's by them as well. This is just something I purchased mostly for Abigail's needs in medicine and stuff that we have here. We have these overhead storage cabinets on both sides. Again, trail marker, I wanted to do this and they custom made them for me. I don't think they've ever put those in other trailers, so that they will work with you on things like that. Real low draw fridge. It's got the temperature control on there, which even makes it more energy efficient. You can see inside. One of the main reasons we built this trailer was for Abigail, and this wet bath is just incredible for her. I'm sure folks might say, wow, that's pretty small, but this is a 12-foot trailer, but it is perfect for us and Abigail. It has the Dometic cassette toilet in there, and it has a shower, and we also have a handicap shower chair, bath chair, that we have that just folds down, and it's perfect for setting Abby in there, and we can actually strap her down in that thing for safety, and nothing like having showers for her and having a privacy. In our old trailer, we just had an outdoor shower, and it's one of the main reasons we got this trailer is because of this wet bath. And as you can see, I used to be 6'3", I'm 6'2" now. It sucks getting old. Plenty of headroom, boom, and shower works great. Aviator switches. Also, this downlight in the nighttime, it lights underneath the trailer. It's really cool, illuminates underneath there, and you can kind of see the steps when you walk in.
And no wrecking your night vision, right?
Yeah. So this is the trail marker set up in dinette mode. We do have to pull up the bed every time to get into this mode, and that's just the reality, having a 12-foot trailer and a queen-size bed. Really love the space right here in these storage cabinets underneath. These are custom mattress insider mattresses. They're 8 inches thick. Kind of pricey, but very comfortable to sleep on. In cushion mode, I wouldn't say, you know, they're the absolute best because they are so thick. So when we have the tables bridging across to make the bed, the dinette into the bed mode, we have 2 more of these cushions that go and make a full, it's actually a little bit bigger than a queen size bed. It's big enough for my wife and Abigail and myself.
Two ergonomic questions. Where does the table go? Where does it stow away? And then your bedding during the day, where do you put it?
Okay, so the bedding during the day, we can stuff up here. We like to leave these cabinets full. I do honestly use the van, our tow vehicle. When we camp, we put all our clothes and suitcases in the van. There's so much room in there. And then daily we pull out what kind of clothes we need to come in here because we are limited in space. These cabinets fit a lot. We mostly store a lot of our camp cooking gear down here and the stab jacks and whatnot. So one of the things that it's a little annoying with the trailer, honestly, is, and it's due to the aluminum structures, and there's just a lot of sharp corners. You can see that we put these pads up on the upper cabinets, and I've kind of tried to round off some of these corners just with tape and everything. And it's one of the few things that, you know, you just got to be a little bit careful with or be mindful of. So yeah, for 12 years we had a Live and Light pop-up tent trailer. And it was great. We loved it. There's plenty of room in it, lightweight, pulled it with our minivan. Loved that trailer, but it was a lot of work to set up. I mean, incredible. I mean, it would take me an hour and a half to set it up. And if you're camping one night and popping up and leaving, getting older, it was just too much. So that's why I was excited to get the trail marker. But that said, that leads into maybe a little bit of a negative. There's still some time setting up with all the stab jacks and lowering the deck and everything. It's a workout. But
would you say 30 minutes?
I would say full total camp setup with all the accessories I have, yeah, probably about 20 to 30 minutes, absolutely, yeah. A little bit of a negative. I thought it was going to be quicker, but a lot has to do with my own setup and my own camp kitchen and where we store everything. But yeah, wrestling those 6 stab jacks around can be a little time consuming. So that is one maybe negative. Another possible negative is it's a box. It's not the most aerodynamic. It's not a Tesla. It affects gas mileage. But when you have a stand-up off-road trailer with high ground clearance, aerodynamics just doesn't come into the picture. But, you know, the gas mileage does bother me just a little bit due to that nature. The 3 things I like about it are it's perfect for Abigail with a wet bath. It's a well-balanced trailer, pulls down the road great. It's a 3-season trailer. I didn't want to spend the extra money, or could I afford the weight of a fully insulated rig. I love the aluminum and the FRP sidewalls. There's no wood to rot or anything like that. Trail Marker by Rolling Star Manufacturing, they're a family operation. I like that. They're direct to customer. The father, son, daughter, they all work there. Down to earth folks.
How about outside of Trail Marker? When you were doing all your research, who else was building trailers that works with people who have limited mobility?
To be honest with you, not a lot. And I know there's a couple out there, I think out of Elkhart, but they were big monster rigs with vehicles type lifts like what's in my van.
Hey guys, it's Drew. I was able to talk with Trail Marker yesterday, and they're still producing this trailer. However, they're currently not taking orders until they fulfill all their previous orders. I've got to give them kudos for that. Instead of just taking your money and sitting on it like many other manufacturers will do, these folks are being responsible. Unfortunately, this means I wasn't able to get you an accurate price for this trailer. 2 years ago when I was looking at their prices, it was pretty broad, and that's because they offered this even in a pared down version called a build your own. Essentially, they're willing to sell this as an empty shell and let you build out the entire interior to save some money. Or you can pay for a more standard configuration like Bart's in this video. The last time I saw the build your own pricing, it was roughly $13,000 for the empty shell. But with all the supply chain issues and inflation, I'm guessing it's going to cost more today. Once I hear a price announcement, I'll let you all know. If you're interested in more stand-up trailers though, check out this playlist on the left here, and as usual, stay safe on the road, and we will see you in the next episode.